Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is Mimi's Tales of Terror, collection of short stories done by Junji Ito. But this is a little bit different. These aren't actually originally done by Junji Ito. Its original story is by Hirokatsu Kihara and Ichiro Nakayama, and then Junji Ito is adapting them. So apparently this was... it was released a while ago, and this is a reissue of it, a re-release from what I can tell. And then there's an extra story called Monster Prop in it that wasn't in the original version of the book. It has 9 stories plus the bonus story, so 10 total. And then there's an afterwards. So it's interesting. So obviously it's not Junji Ito's stories. They adapted it from something else, some other folks. It's an interesting mix. Like I appreciate it. I actually really like. Overall, really like it. I think it's a good short stories, a group of short stories. The thing I think that's really interesting, and it's irritating. At least the first 2. Is not all of them feel like they're concluded really all that well. And Ito actually talks about it, about how he actually likes them not being concluded. That's one of the things that he kind of got drawn to the original short stories. So the first 2 stories are like that. They just kind of like is the best way of describing it. And the others have a little bit more conclusion, or like that mystery is out there and it feels like it's more of a conclusion. So I think that's maybe my only quirk. A little issue with it is like there's just some of them that don't feel like complete stories, but they're still creepy and good. And the thing that I like about it is it's creepy and weird, but like Junji Ito's own stuff, there's stuff that's just freaking bizarre, and it's just like this is completely out there, really strange. These also are strange and weird and quirky, but it's just a little bit different type of weird, strange, and quirky. I don't want to ruin, like, there's ones about, like, a mysterious hole, another one about, like, mysterious people kind of, like, or ghosts at a beach. There's one about, a weird neighbor. That one feels like a different one that Ito actually did himself, which I think is kind of quirky. I think it was Ito, from an Ito story that seemed really similar. There's just some that are really, really short and really good. And overall, I like them. It has the type of horror that's like creepy and weird, and like just good ghost stories. Like they feel like ghost stories that you would tell around a campfire. Like Ito stuff is at times completely bizarre. There's stuff you sit there and be like, this makes absolutely no sense. Even a horror aspect, it is. These kind of feel like that weird, creepy stuff, and as I said, like that fit really good about the season and telling about them and sitting around a campfire and telling these stories. Like that's the type of, I think, these type of stories. There's like a kind of protagonist that goes through at Mimi. The art, I think, is really solid. What's interesting is Ito talks about is like they wanted kind of like a good-looking main protagonist throughout, and he's normally like so used to drawing just weird and crazy that it was one of the things that felt odd to him. But yeah, like it's good. Like it's Ito's art style. I think there's just a little bit less of like the completely batshit insane, what the hell. Weirdness to some of it. I don't want to spoil that one. That's kind of a cool reveal. But overall, like it's good. There's some things that are just bizarre and odd, and it's good. And like it really, I don't know how else to say it. It's good horror. I like it. For someone who's not a horror fan, I like this. This is the type of horror I like. It really feels like more, as I said, stuff that you tell around a campfire. It's the best way I can describe it. Good reads, entertaining. If you like horror, if you like Junji Ito, I think this is your chance to get in this. You can go get it. It is out in shops. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. It'll tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. You have some of the links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so you get a small percentage. By doing that, you'll support our site, so thank you for that. And speaking of support, just watching your videos support us, so thank you as well. If you are into comics, if you're into graphic novels, if you're into manga, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading that manga, and keep it geeky.
Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.